You ever get mistaken for the help in your own home? Because that's how my little slice of marina paradise turned into the wildest, most karmic HOA saga you could ever imagine. No, really, let me back up a sec. Picture this: palm trees, rigging, clinking in the breeze, salt on the air, sun bouncing off polished teak. It's Florida. It's heaven. And I earned every inch of it. Years busting my butt in tech, sold my company, poured my soul into peace and quiet. I bought this sleek 4-story condo right on the water, live in the penthouse, rent out the other units. It's an easy gig. My real baby. My yacht, the Serenity, 75 feet of classic lines and brass that gleams like a badge. She's docked right out front, my escape, my floating dream. Of course, yachts don't pay for themselves. So I run a little charter side hustle. My old friend Sam, Krusty Sea Dog, takes care of bookings and herds the corporate types when I'm not out cruising. I use my boat whenever I want. Sam charters it when I don't. Perfect system. Life was all sunsets and smooth sailing until one morning, coffee in hand on the balcony, I see her. Blonde, 50-ish, decked out in fitness gear, way too clean, yapping into her phone, gesturing at my building like she's about to buy the place out from under me. Didn't think much of it until a few days later. I'm down on the Serenity barefoot, scrubbing chrome in my rattiest tee, just soaking in the peace. She comes clomping down the dock, stops, stares me up and down with a look that says, "Did you crawl out from under the dock?" I nod. Morning. Nothing. She sizes me up. Lip curled, and then get this. She says they're letting the hired help lounge around on the merchandise now. This isn't some third world fishing village. This is an exclusive community. We have standards. I'm frozen. She keeps going. You should be in uniform when you're working. Wipe your feet before you get on a client's boat. It's called professionalism. You people should try it sometime. She saw a black man in old shorts on a yacht, and her brain crashed. Racism, classism, arrogance, triple axle, perfect landing. I just stood there dumbstruck as she marched off, sneakers squeaking like a cartoon villain. Little did I know I'd just met the Commodore of Crazy herself, the HOA president, and set the stage for a battle she didn't even know she'd started. Fast forward a week, and Sam calls, voice full of dread. We got a big booking, the HOA community celebration. The woman's a tyrant. Sent me a 4-page list of demands, rare champagne, some DJ I know is a disaster, a party route that'll get us stuck waiting for a bridge. And she's obsessed with staff uniforms, kept ranting about some lazy deckhand she saw lounging around, demanded to know if he'd been fired. My blood ran cold. Sam, what's her name? He tells me. Yep. The same woman who'd insulted me now booking my boat and trying to get me fired from a job I don't even have. My first instinct was to call it off. But then I thought, wait, she has no idea who I am. She's about to throw her event of the year on my yacht. This is Shakespearean. Sam, give her everything. Let her have the party of her life. Sam's confused, but he's game. The trap was set. Meanwhile, the Commodore starts a new offensive. A violation notice from the HOA slides under my penthouse door. My beautiful, overflowing flower pots are non-compliant with Section 17C $50 fine. Yeah, apparently terracotta offends her beige sensibilities. I ignore it. Next week, $100 fine, then $200 with threats. She's sending me threats for flower pots while planning to hand me 5 figures to host her yacht bash. The irony could choke a hippo. But the universe, man, it doesn't do half measures. My property manager, Maria Sharp as attack, calls me about a nightmare tenant in 3B. Water leak from upstairs tenant, refuses to let in repairs, treats Maria's crew like dirt, insists on dealing with the man in charge. Guess who? Commodore herself. I almost dropped the phone. She's my tenant. She's threatening to sue the faceless landlord, who, surprise, is also me. So now I'm her deckhand, her landlord, her enemy, and her host all rolled into one. The day of her grand HOA celebration rolls around, a Florida evening made for drama. Guests in linen and sequins gather on the dock. Golden light, bad DJ thumping a balloon arch and life-size cardboard cutouts of the board. Commodore floats around in leopard print holding court. I go down as just a resident. She spots me, face souring, and hisses, "This is a private event. You don't belong here. You're a source of violations and defiance." She means my flower pots. I sip my water. I live in the penthouse. I'm an HOA member by default. She's losing it, calls security to throw me out, but the guards aren't sure. Neighbors step in. "He lives here. He's one of us." Even the community lawyer pipes up. "He's a full voting member." Her power crumbles right there. The crowd's with me. The guards back off and she's left, raging in her leopard pantsuit, isolated. Next morning, the Commodore doubles down. Mass email, important security alert, new unvetted individuals threatening our values, proposing a special assessment for more gates and security. The subtext is crystal. I'm the dangerous new guy. Neighbors start texting. "She's lost her mind. We're not voting for this." My peaceful building is now a political battlefield, and the party's still on. Sam calls daily with new demands. Commodore rejects gourmet menus for pigs and blankets, and Jello Mold wants gold tablecloths, a vinyl banner to rename my boat the Sovereign, and wait for it life-size cardboard cutouts of herself around the deck. Sam's dying of laughter. I say do it all and charge her double. At the same time, she's denying repairs in her unit, demanding a rent refund, and filing harassment complaints against me, her landlord. Finally, I have Maria send a legal notice, fix the leak, or face eviction. Her lawyer fires back claims she's a community pillar, accuses me of targeting her. I request a personal inspection scheduled for the exact hour her party is set to sail. The evening of the party, I watch from my balcony as she christens her ship with champagne. Crowd cheering, cardboard cutouts, grinning. I put on my captain's uniform, stride down the dock, and stand at the gangway. She storms over. "You were not to be working this event." I smile loud and clear. "Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Michael, owner of this vessel. Welcome aboard the Serenity." Silence. The crowd goes dead quiet, jaws dropping. The racist assumption that started it all laid bare. She sputters, accuses me of lying. Sam and Maria step in. "He owns the boat. He owns your building. He's your landlord too." The final mask drops. The crowd starts clapping, first the lawyer, then everyone. Commodore flees hat askew as her regime crumbles behind her. Next day, I get a flood of messages. Allies congratulating me, former enemies apologizing, board members scrambling to pledge loyalty. The catering company calls the Commodore's card bounced, but will just deduct it from her security deposit. Sweet right. She's gone, apartment empty, no word. Maria drafts a non-renewal notice for her lease, quiet, final, unassailable. With the Commodore exiled, the community rises up. Lawyer neighbor becomes HOA president, rules, change flower pots, legalize new board in charge. The building breathes again. My yacht, free of ugly banners, hosts the real community party, no cardboard cutouts, just laughter, jazz, sunset on the water. But there's one last echo. While renovating 3B Tony, the contractor finds a slow leak, a sabotage job meant to cause trouble after the Commodore left, and a metal box hidden in the wall inside love letters, old photos, a telegram from Vietnam, the story of a young widow who lost everything. That pain curdled into control, bitterness, malice. It doesn't excuse what she did, but it makes you pause, you know? I hand the box to her best friend, the Countess, whose own apartment was damaged by the sabotage. The cycle of anger, lawsuits, and threats finally ends, not with a courtroom brawl, but with tears over lost love and friendship. The Countess's last wall comes down, she lets the contractors fix her place, and a quiet peace settles over the building. Tony and his family move into 3B, the haunted apartment, now alive with kids' laughter. The community heals for real. And months later, I get a text. The Commodore passed away, the box by her side story closed. So, yeah, did I win? Sure, in all the public ways. But the real victory was quieter. Neighbors who look out for each other. Laughter where there used to be silence, a sense of belonging money can't buy. The serenity's back where she belongs, name shining in the sunset. No more battleships, just a peaceful port. And maybe that's what justice is, not crushing the villain, but breaking the cycle, setting down your own anchor, and letting go of old ghosts. Tell me, what would you have done? Where's the line between standing up for yourself and showing mercy? Drop a comment, share your wildest HOA stories, or just tell me what you think about justice and belonging. And hey, if you ever find yourself mistaken for the help in your own story, just remember sometimes the best revenge is living well and letting the truth sail free.